Me to the Hong Kong Flower Show 25. Isn't it super pretty? And they've got a bunch of information and signs for you to know where to go, and it's only $14 for the entrance. So definitely do not miss this opportunity. Once I went in, the entire vibe was so vibrant. You see like these decadent sculptures, different art pieces, a lot more than what you'd imagine for something that's just flower related. So they have all these different booths and stores where people are selling their artisanal flowers, and then they also have really good photo opportunities. Look at this little cute pagoda. It's an entire landscape made of different flowers in Victoria Park, and they even made this little bridge. It's so cute. I even saw this flower windmill. I literally can't believe that these are real flowers. They took inspiration from, I think it's either Holland or Denmark, because you can see that with the clogs here, and also like the field of tulips and these vibrant red flowers. So here you can see the different pathways that they made. It's almost like a mosaic of different flowers. It's like a field and the infamous tulips. Look at how delicate and pretty they are, and the colors are honestly super vibrant. And then we went to this, like, it's almost like a glass house, like a greenhouse in the shape of like a present, but it's made entirely of real red flowers with like yellow detail. You can't really see it in the photos, but the smell is unbelievable. Like, it literally just like lifts your spirits to be around such beautiful flowers. And I could take some really cute photos. So on the inside, you can enjoy the beautiful light, natural light, and it's full of different flowers. And this bow, look at how like precisely this bow has been constructed. Absolutely gorgeous. And then this one was more of like a little cabin vibe. So like if you think like retired home, cabin in the woods, fairy lights. So it was really cute. Honestly, what made it for me with these like fairy lights on the top, I think they really set the mood, and I was waiting for it to get like a little bit darker so you could actually see all the colors. Look how pretty these white flowers are. White flowers are honestly underrated. I feel like they are, even with the absence of color, you can really see the texture in the leaves. And so this was another landscape that they did that I had a lot of fun looking at. Another really cute exhibit was this like animal exhibit. So each of these animals are made with real flowers, and they're kind of like stuck on a scaffold. You can see how rich the colors are, how vibrant they are, and just like how much they bring the animals to life. I think my favorite was this giraffe. Not only was it super tall, but the purple spots are so cute. So I had to take a bunch of photos with it. I think this was a llama, and then there's a hippo, and even this really cute snake for the year of the snake this year, made with red and yellow flowers. I think this was more of like a Saharan theme. So you can see it's like with the cacti, and they even had these like cute caricatures to take photos with. Honestly, each exhibit was like its own vibe. So there's so much to see. There's so much diversity with what you can do with flowers. Absolutely unbelievable. The artistic mastery all around. Look at this little cute gorilla. It was something to be witnessed. So I definitely recommend you go down and check these out. We're back to the tulips. I came back here because it was starting to get a little bit like darker. The sun was setting, and you could really see the lights that were embedded through the fields of the tulips. So they'll slowly start to become brighter, and just the evolution of the landscape from the natural lights to the little twinkling lights that they have in between. So you can see them like flashing in between the purple tulips. It was so pretty, and everything just felt really fresh, really fun, and it smelled absolutely amazing. So here I am with the tulips. They had these different landscapes, and this one totally reminded me of like the little fairy tale cabins, or even something that I like to put in a backyard if I have a backyard someday. It's very quaint with a lot of delicate flowers around, and then there was this like gazebo thing, which was super nice, constructed really well. So they put a fountain, a swing, and the sort of walkway. And then to the more sort of like modern exhibits, this one was a lot more about the lighting and how it complemented the flowers. We had this little walkway with water lilies. So the focus of this one was like the different lilies in the ponds, which was reminding me of like a lot of the parks that we have along in Hong Kong. So this was quite local. And then we had just like a sort of lawn thing, and it's decorated with lights and very like minimal flowers, and even this little hut thing. So this is just me enjoying all the flowers. I actually ended up finding lemons, which was, they smell really zesty. You can really smell the citrus in them. Yeah, so it was just a really good time. And then we actually went to this orchid hut, and if you know one thing about orchids, they are a very, very delicate plant. So not only are they like super expensive, but they're very difficult to grow. And the fact that they were in abundance in this little house, and it was like temperature controlled, humidity controlled, just to make sure that they wouldn't go bad. So I had to pick one up. And there's a bunch of like equipment that you can get as well for your orchids, which I will definitely be using to care for mine, that I bought for home. Really excited to learn more about them from the lady. And then my absolute favorite, so I am a sucker for red roses, and these were so beautiful. Just how rich the color is, unbelievable. The fact that they're showcasing them, so cool. And they even had live performances, so it's really like an entire ecosystem on its own. Tell me this does not remind you of the light show at the harbor at 8 p.m. So cute. And then they had this little like cute llama exhibit. They look so fluffy. I wish they were real. I kind of want to like go to a petting zoo at this point. I spent the rest of the time like taking these photos at these different sort of like setups that they had. So if you're like a photo lover like me, then there's plenty for you to do. Not only should you come in the beginning of the day with the natural light, but just as the light evolves, you'll really see like the lightings that they put shine out. And then I also went through a lot of these like design exhibits, super creative. I think they're local artists, so they're exhibiting what they can do not only with the florals, but you know, each has their own concept. And they have like little stands with information, so definitely check those out if you have a chance. Read about them, read about the artists. I had so much fun exploring. And just, I feel like some of these are almost like thought pieces. Like they do evoke a lot of emotion. For example, this was a bit more abstract. These were like huge roses that were golden, some with feathers, some used tapestry, some used a lot of like aerial work. So it was pretty cool to see what everyone came up with. I hope you had fun coming with me to the flower festival. I hope you can check it out for yourself. This is until the 23rd of March, so definitely go and like and subscribe for more.